So from that question.
When you was preaching, during that time, did you already have a clue when you wanted to get married, or was that just spontaneous? You know.
I knew, eventually I would be able to meet someone. The plan that I had in my mind was, kind of a plan, say, get my education, and then along the line, meet someone, and then after I graduate from college, then we would get married.
Mm.
But I already had, going to Chicago, I already, had met at least 2 or 3 people that I figured would be nice people,
Mm-hmm.
suitable to be a wife. It's just a matter of me getting my education and, kind of getting things sorted out, get a job.
Okay, so now what were you doing at the time?
At the time,
You were singing in the choir?
yeah,
Okay.
and
What
just
choir was this? What was the name of the choir?
Heavenly Wanderers,
Okay. 'Cause
Far West,
you were one of
Church
the
of
lead
Christ.
singers?
Right,
Okay.
right.
And so, and what else were you doing then at the time?
I was going to school,
Okay,
Yeah.
good. What
Yeah.
school were you going to?
UIC.
UIC. Okay, so now, when he finally popped that question,
Uh-huh.
where were y'all at? Like when he finally...
We were at
Wait,
Brother,
Uh-oh.
what's his name? In Milwaukee.
Wait,
Wait.
before he popped the question,
He
when he
got it.
approached you, like, how did that go? Like, was you just straight with that? I know y'all built that up with quality time and whatnot going out, but like, was you like, okay, all right, I'm gonna give him a try. He seemed like he a gentleman and he preached, but before you knew before you even knew that he was preaching, what was your vibe from him that you got?
He looked like he was good marriage material. So,
So how long did y'all date then?
Already?
about 5 years.
So he said he liked your voice. That's you're a good marriage material right there.
Well, 5 years they dated. That's a long time.
Yeah, wow.
In the 5th year, we got
They
married.
don't do that no more.
I know.
5 years, that's guaranteed.
Some people jump in and jump out.
Oh, not us.
Was you interested
Oh.
in anybody before he approached you? Like, did you have anybody that was trying to have your attention?
Maybe in high school, a young man, but I'm looking at Christianity. I just don't want no anybody. It has to be a young man that was religious, cared for a family, because I wanted children. I'm an only child by my mom. My dad has a son. So I decided that's the way I would go,
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, are you ready for this question? So,
Alright.
how did it happen? How did it happen? What did you do?
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't have some event where I had the rings hidden or popped the question. We kind of knew that we were going to get married.
Okay.
5
It's
years.
just a matter of setting an appropriate time.
Okay.
And it was more or less to let people know that have been asking, when we're going to get married, when we're going to marry. Because everybody knew that we were going to get married.
Okay. How did they know though?
Because
When you-
we would go to different programs together. And
Okay.
we made it known that we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
So it kind of,
Y'all didn't put it on
everybody
Facebook or anything?
Oh,
knew-
what
didn't have it on
Facebook?
Facebook. Everybody kind of knew, whenever we would go somewhere, we'd be together.
Okay.
So this went on for I was in college from September to June.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would come home, and then she and I would be at programs together.
Wow.
We'd eat together, at the tables and sit and talk. So we got to know each other a little bit.
Which is beautiful, by the way. That is amazing.
People spending
That's
quality
like
time.
definition of taking your time.
Right,
And
right.
growing to learn each other, which is amazing.
Mhm.
We do that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so 5 years y'all was dating.
Right.
I want to know 2 different, I don't know if it's the same answer, but I want both of y'all answers. What year did you think about getting married and when you ready, that you was ready to talk about that, and the same for you. What year was that within that 5 year span?
Well, I mean, I didn't. I knew that in my second year of college, which was the year that we got that we started going sturdy. We were just a sturdy couple. To date, whenever I wanted to go out somewhere, wanted to look for somebody special, I would always call Shirley.
Right.
Wow.
Now, the time that I was in college, I also was learning more about what it took to make a good marriage and what you should actually expect from each other. And that kind of gave me more idea of what to look for. By the fact that we weren't together in college, then that allowed me a little more freedom to be totally objective almost as to who I would want to spend my life with.
Wow.
And we, because when you're around each other, there's the emotional part of it that draws you together.
Well, it sounded like you was already getting yourself ready mentally, just being that right man for the marriage.
Right.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. So you really didn't have an exact time before the 5 year that you knew you was ready.
Right.
Okay. So how about you? Did you think about it within the 5 year span?
Sure I did. And then when he popped the question at a church in Milwaukee, I said, oh.
What happened? Like, were you singing that day?
We was at a program. I was
Okay.
sitting down, and then all of a sudden he told the congregation, me and my girlfriend is going to get married. I look like,
Wow. And then what did you say? Like,
So you
I guess.
just knew, huh? You technically didn't even have. You already knew.
Well,
Okay. We kind of had a preliminary point
okay.
because one day when we were out and we were talking, and I asked her, would you be interested in getting married? And she said yes. That she
Wow.
would.
That sounds so mature.
Be
It is.
interested in getting married. How she feel about marriage.
Straightforward. Wow.
But I didn't ask her to marry me.
You did.
And no, I didn't ask her, would you marry me? I just kind of like.
Did you
how
think he
she
would?
feel about
Did you
it.
rule it
think
out. Yeah.
you thought he
And
would?
she kind of
Indirectly
gave me her
asked her.
idea
Yeah.
of what she wanted in marriage.
And you knew that was.
And I kind of felt like, I could fit that.
That mold of what she.
mold of
Okay,
what
so
she
now,
wanted.
how did y'all parents feel about this when y'all told them, "Hey, we're getting married"? So were y'all parents like, "Oh yes"? How was it?
Parents, friends.
How did?
Hey,
Well,
right.
basically, my mom met her right after I graduated from college.
Oh, okay.
I took her to
Which year-
Alabama.
which year was
She
that?
met her. And she
Okay.
that was in
Of the
a
dating.
year before we got married.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
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 So that was actually year 5.
Actually, when I graduated from Southwestern.
72.
So that's like 3 years before we got married.
So year.
Wow.
Okay. So that was year 3 of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alright.
So we kind of, my parents liked her
Mhm.
and it felt like she was a really nice person.
Wow.
3 years to meet.
That was a very good sign, like my mom,
See?
she had a very good vibe.
And I like to, because I know things take time. And, when he was trying to approach me, I kept telling him, well, let me finish school, let me do this, so there's a lot of different things. I like to interject in that. But yes, that's good, taking your time. So, and then siblings, because you didn't have any siblings, but you had siblings.
Right.
So what did your siblings feel about her? How did they feel?
They liked
Cut
her.
for a second, because she is ma.